Hello, welcome, Major Geeks and Chloe. How are you doing today? Also, I should probably turn up the sound a bit because I had turned it down earlier. 50% is what it was at, except there we go. Now we can hear the game. But yeah, how is everyone doing? You can hear me. Okay, good. I am fine, and you? I am also fine. I'm a little bit tired, I guess, but that's because I stayed up late yesterday for reasons we all already know. But yeah, the past week I have actually been playing a fair bit on my own. Basically just doing mostly repetitive stuff that wasn't too interesting. We now have nearly 3 million. And we got a bunch of extra science as well. And now this science isn't like some new fancy mission or anything I did. If you remember, we put a science lab on Minmus in the Minmus base. Here it is. Minmus Alpha base. Okay, yeah. Come on, game. Just load. Oh, the sound is loading. Yeah, there we go. We put a science lab on here, and every now and then they have some science to transmit. Let's see what we have now. Okay, nothing, because I probably did it right before the end of my last play session. Yeah. I ferried a bunch of tourists to their destination on Minmus and the Moon. I finally used this rocket for the first time. This is the refuel, the Minmus restocked. Cool looking base, thank you. It is quite critical. However, it is slowly sliding down because this flag used to be here, or rather, we used to be there. So I'm not really sure how I can prevent this from happening, but yeah, a little bit under the weather. Maybe not helped getting less sleep. Yeah, that's probably not very good. So sorry to hear so, but hopefully you'll get better soon. I also got a nice new contract for something I want to do. And that will be one of the last steps we need to do before we can go to Eve. So basically we have explore Eve, sure. And we have position a satellite in orbit around Eve, also fine. Finish the rover I'll probably do off stream because it's not that interesting really. Do a simple scan is also not that interesting. I'll do that one later as well. Detect 3 comets. It's not really doing anything. It's just, yeah, you know, wait until we find them, I guess. However, built a new orbital station around Minmus. That is quite interesting, actually. Please note that this must be a new station built for OMB Demolition Enterprise after the contract is accepted. I am guessing we do get to keep it at least. It does give a pretty nice sum of money. We need to have an antenna, okay. A docking port, fine. Generate power, easy. Must be fully assembled when launched. That is a bit annoying, but whatever. Have a facility supporting 5 Kerbals, sure. Have an ISRU resource conversion unit on the station. I guess we can bring one, but it is kind of whatever. Maintain stability for 10 seconds, of course. Put it in orbit around Minmus, of course. And yeah, like I said, we have 820 science, and I want to use it. But I am not entirely sure what I want to use it on. So let's just see what we can get. We can get the big boy engines. These are the biggest engines in the game. We can get the nuclear engine, the atomic rocket motor, which is... I will get this one. That's out of the question. I need it. It is the most efficient engine in the game. We have bigger fuel tanks. I don't think I need that right now. Even bigger fuel tanks. Again, don't think I need it right now. We can get bigger airplane engines, which is cool, but I'm not building a space plane yet. Bigger airplane parts again, bigger wings, or even, I don't know what this all is. I don't think I need it at the moment. Bigger wheels. Oh, this is the inflatable heat shield. That's one I also quite want to get. 10-meter heat shield is a very cool part. And the wheels, I mean, they're fine, but I don't need them right now. Then we have the advanced, the extra large reaction control wheel and a avionics hub. Especially the control wheel is quite nice to have, I think. And the Werner engine as well. I think I will get this one. Then we have bigger rover wheels, bigger rotors. I will need these, but not yet. Then we have ion propulsion. That is very, very cool, but I don't need it at the moment. Better probe bodies. These would be very nice to have, because these have more stuff than the Kerbals themselves can do. Even better probe bodies, but honestly, I don't need them right now. Robotics parts. I guess if we go to Joule, then this is quite necessary, but not yet. Fuel cell, bigger battery, it's fine. And the radioscope thermoelectric generators, they are quite cool, but I do not currently need them. So, 15 streak, that is impressive. Nice job. So for now, I think I will get the nuclear engine and the bigger reaction wheels. Although I really do need the heat shield as well. I don't have enough points to get... Do I have enough points? I might actually do have enough. Okay, let's just try it. The nuclear engine, 300. Yeah, I do actually have enough to get all of them. Okay, sweet. The big heat shield, check. And the specialized control, check. Alright then. Well, that's a nice surprise, I suppose. Okay, I'll show you what this heat shield is real quick, because this thing is pretty crazy. I'll just like make a booster that flies it up a little bit. Right, I suppose I need a probe body as well. Big booster underneath. Let's just get the kickback. Well, maybe this is already too big. Let's just get the thumper. Yeah, thumper. And then the thermals, where is it? The giant ass heat shield. You gotta see it to believe it. Look how big it already is now, right? You gotta see it to believe it. Because it is quite big. Yeah, I can't do shit here. And we are going down. Maybe I should not have filled this thing entirely. Whatever. Let's inflate it. Inflate! Because now it is truly big. Look at how big this thing is. And even the rocket, even when we're pointing down, we are slowing down. It is not strong enough to get us down all the way. Yeah, okay, of course we do get down, but that's fine. This is a perfect heat shield if you want to have re-entry into an atmosphere like Eve's. Now I do have another thing I want to show you, because I have been working on a nice little surprise in here. Mushroom upside down, pretty much, yeah. This one actually. Look at this little thingy. It's not fully finished yet, but I can definitely show it already. Once the game loads. We have a small plane. It's completely unmanned. And as you can see, the body is made entirely out of batteries. And it has 2 propellers. And it will take off at like 100 kilometers per hour, roughly. A little bit over that. And yeah, it flies pretty well, honestly. And as you can see, we have 5 science instruments with us. All the ones that we can use easily from a command pole thingy. Interesting propeller physics. Yes, they don't actually collide though, because they are at an angle and they are going at the same speeds, so they should not actually be able to collide. Anyway, this thing is not using any fuel at all. It is purely battery powered. And as you can see, at full throttle, our batteries are going down. But if we slow down a little bit to about half throttle, the battery is charging while we fly. And we can still fly, even at this lower speed. We will fly slower, but it's possible. The main problem I have not yet solved is the lack of radio. We need communication. Because this thing is going to Eve. An unmanned little airplane flying around there from biome to biome, gathering all the science we can get. I'm not sending people down there yet, because they won't be able to come back, I think. But we need passenger planes like this in real life. Would be cool, yeah. But yeah, I'm not sending Kerbals down yet because they would not be going back, unfortunately. But look at this, we're almost already back to full charge. Even though we are still flying. What the hell, man? Can we get... Oh, right. And we even have a science storage thingy at the bottom. Collect all. I mean, there's nothing really that interesting at the moment, but still. And I have a single button that will do all the experiments at once. And it flies pretty well as well. Plenty of reaction control wheels in there as well. Services, it's not that difficult to land either. This is not the first model I made. I made several iterations, and the first ones were really difficult to land. And to control at all. And yeah, this thing looks wonky, I admit it, with these weird wheels just sticking out at an angle, but you know, whatever, it works. So yeah, this is what I need a big inflatable heat shield for, because if this thing is going to fly around on Eve, it needs to get to Eve first. So a giant heat shield to shield it from all the re-entry heat. And then at some point we drop it off and it will just start flying, is the idea. Then I have this antenna, but I cannot currently extend it. It's because we are in the atmosphere, flying at speed. Oh, it's doing it anyway. Okay, interesting. I was not aware this would work. It's uploading data, okay. Interesting. Oh, and it is now broken. Yeah, okay, so... It is still uploading anyway, what the hell? Why is it still uploading after breaking? How does that even make sense? Right, I also added a nice little mod that shows me where we'll land. Assuming I don't power, of course. Yeah, you can stop your uploading, Mr. Communitron. Oh, it broke off entirely now, and it's still doing it somehow. What the fuck, man? Fucking thunderstorm again. Okay, we'll try and land this thing over there. Also, this thing is eating up all our our batteries. The stupid Communitron thing. There isn't even any data worth transmitting. I just hope that on Eve we'll be able to what's it called? Land quite easily. I'm not exactly sure anymore what the terrain of Eve is like. Can we just revert flights? Yeah, we can, because there wasn't anything in there. So, right, the one thing I do want to actually add right now is this thing. This is a kind of crappy antenna, but you know, whatever. It works, at least. Nope. Come on. Go this way, perfect. And now, how about you rotate? And that I do want to snap. Yeah, no, wait, it's still not rotated perfectly. Okay. Annoying. There we go. Yeah, you know, this is probably fine. This looks kind of jank. This is real jank, but I don't care. Save. Because we need... Over here, it's fine. We are near the base. But if this thing is deployed on Eve, we do need a way to communicate with it, or it's just not going to work. So once we go to Eve, we'll also need to bring one or multiple what are they called? Communication satellites. Also, this thing is very difficult to break, unfortunately. Not like break and like make it broken. I mean like slow down. Okay, let's try and fly over here. There's nothing interesting in there. Bunch of people commented on your NASA shirt today. Info, I've had this on for quite a while. Okay, nice. At my work, they still don't seem to care about the whole thing, unfortunately. This thing flies really easily. Now the gravity is higher on Eve, but the atmosphere is also thicker. So I'm just kind of hoping that will even each other out. I've been thinking of putting a scanner arm on here, given how hard this thing is to slow down at all. I don't think it would really do much good, probably. But yeah, this plane flies really surprisingly well. But yeah, we need to make that base around Minmus. So let's go, let's get to it, basically. So what do we want to have on this base? This space station. I suppose a cupola will always be nice. Start with a cupola. And we need to have space for 5 Kerbals. So how about we put a hitchhiker storage can underneath? This is already enough space, basically. We should probably have a look again. We need to have an antenna, power, 5 Kerbals, the conversion thingy. Now we don't actually need the conversion thingy, but you know, whatever. I don't think we need a science lab, because they already have a science lab on the surface, so That's probably fine. Then we have this thing. This will basically be the main part. What I also want to have is what's it called? I want to have a giant as fuel tank, but I guess because this thing doesn't mention needing this, so we will not launch that right away. We'll do that in the second part. And we need power and we need an antenna. Okay, that's all fine. I guess we can make it real easy. Just make it super simple. Here, I'll add a few of those. There, we have some power. I'll add some solar panels. That will be the bare minimum. 1 by 5. These are too big though, that's kind of ugly. I'll just put some on the sides, I guess. What would be a good place to put them? I don't want to put them here really. Okay, fine, I'll add one extra section with some solar panels, whatever. I can do that. Structural. That's not structural. What even is this? Oh, Clampatron. Yeah, so I made a pretty startling discovery. So the restocket I made has the wrong size docking port compared to, well, basically everything else I'd usually make. That kind of sucks, you know. That is really annoying. Let's just scroll through the inline stabilizer again, whatever. But if we make this station and have it be using the right size for just the restocket, then that is actually not really a problem anymore. Its whole goal is to dock. Yes. Well, I ended up solving it in a pretty creative way, because the ship I had sent up had 2 normal docking ports, and I had an engineer with me, so I just sort of took a I took a Kerbal. I took one of the docking ports from my own ship and put it onto the restocker temporarily to then dock with that. Yeah, kind of a weird way of doing it, I think, but whatever. Okay, so what do we need? We need space, sure. Antenna, right. Communication. Oh, I guess I'll put the antenna over here, maybe. That counts. There we have antenna. Okay, that's better. Oh, right, the conversion thingy. Jesus, I don't want that. Why do I need the conversion thingy? Utility, probably. Convert Otron. Have an ISRU. This is what I mean, right? I guess so, probably. How much does this weigh? 1.25 tons. How much does this weigh? Not enough, unfortunately. Okay, if I can just put another thing on this side, that would be kind of nice, but doesn't seem to be easy, unfortunately. What can I do there? Right, yeah, we now have the big control wheel. We don't need it here, but we now have it at least. Pretty cool. I guess we can put a... Oh, this is not nearly as heavy as this thing, though. This one is bigger. Even it is not that big though. But this one is slightly nicer looking. What if I just like add something in there? I don't know. A fuel tank. It's too heavy. This thing weighs 1250. So we basically need something that weighs we need something that weighs about 800 kilograms or so. Are you on your treadmill again? No, I'm not. Not today. I should be though, but I am not. Maybe just a holding tank. That's probably fine. Right? This is an ugly ass station though. I want to have a pretty station. We need a docking port for the big thingy. And we need power generation. I don't know what the sound on the background was. I don't know. I didn't really hear anything actually. Okay, for power generation I'll just cheap out and like put a couple tiny ass solar panels on there for now. Because I want to send up better ones. Yay, power generation! Look at this tiny ass thing. That's funny. Docking ports. One, two, three. That'll probably do. Then on this side we can attach like actual solar panels, bigger ones. And on this side, this looks weird. I don't like how this looks. I also don't really know what to do other than this. And on this side we can put, okay wait, so one side for solar panels, one side for large fuel tank. Oh, I guess we can put the docking port on here as well actually. One side for I don't know, it looks like a stack of spare tires. It kind of does, yeah. Okay, so we have this thing. I think, yeah, we have 5 Kerbals, sure. We have, I think we have everything really. One thing we don't have is a probe body. That would actually be pretty useful to have as well. Probe body. Where shall I hide it? I'll hide it like in here. Floop. And now it's invisible. It's inside the battery somewhere. Yay. Well, whatever. That is such a dirty ass trick, I think. Just hide it in the battery, who cares? I don't want to send any Kerbals up now, is the thing. This thing has no way to maneuver itself at the moment. That is a problem. Actually, I'll add a few slightly better solar panels. Here, I'll add them on top of here. We need some of this nice stuff. Linear RCS port, okay. And the Werner engine. The VRNE1ER, Veer Governor or Werner engine is an altitude control thruster. These motors are linked to RCS controls, but are powered by fuel oxidizer mix. making them significantly more powerful than monopropellant-powered RCS thrusters. They are fairly more bulky in comparison though, and feature only nozzles facing outwards. Although most agree that this is an acceptable trade-off for the additional punch they pack. So how much force do they actually have? Let's actually list. I don't think it actually tells me. Oh, 12 versus 2. Okay, yeah, that is quite a bit more powerful. Okay, but I don't need those, I think. I do need these though. Okay, there we have one set. Actually, I'll place them over here. That seems a bit better. And another set. And another set over here. And another set over here. We don't actually carry any RCS fuel though. Should probably change that. How about a bunch of these fun sacks right over here? Wait, we have... Oh, we have bigger ones. Oh, okay, we'll use the bigger ones. There, that already looks much nicer. Even if it makes little sense. Okay, I think that is basically all we need for this station's first stage anyway. So then we need a fairing. I think we'll need the giant ass fairing again. Okay, giant ass fairing complete. Oh god damn, this thing is dumb. What will we use to bring it to its destination? I don't know. I don't want to use the super expensive engines just yet. Because, okay, let me have a look at this thing, right? You know what ISP is by now, right? So this thing has an ISP of 320 in a vacuum. You know, that's pretty good. The Terrier is much better, it's 345. So far our best engine has been this one, the Cheetah, 355. But now we have, where is it? Here, this crazy ass thing. ISP of straight up 800. I get the future part of the base. You have to crawl through a battery, pro body, ring of RCS tanks, seems legit. Yeah, I know, right? But this thing has an ISP of 800 in a vacuum. However, it also weighs like 3 tons, so... Well, this one's only 1 ton. It's a trade-off, but this is the engine we'll be using to get to places, basically, later. Oh, and it does not require oxidizer. It only uses liquid fuel. Which is really cool. But yeah, that's for later. Now we need to get this thing up somehow. Look how small this looks. This is a small piece. This is the biggest engine tank. Well, we have a longer one, but other than that, it's the biggest diameter we currently have. And this one's even smaller underneath. This is... Look at this stupid ass thing. This gives me 477 meters. It's not a lot. Okay, well, replace it with a bigger one. There, tank. Small holding tank. Radio holding tank. Oh, okay. Bigger tank. 807. That's a bit better. That should probably be nice for the last section. Then we need decoupling. Yeah, tiny ass. That's great. Okay, this is not going super well because these sizes do not match up. This thing looks pretty cool though now with these engines attached. How will we get this thing in orbit though is the question. It's kind of a problem. Oh, and there's another problem because I hit the... You know, whatever. I'll just say this is the main part now. There we go. Okay, whatever. The hitchhiker is the main part. I don't give a shit. Just go up. Can we make this one yellow or orange as well? We can. Perfect. I guess underneath we'll put the main cell, which is still the best engine I have. This one's probably fine. And I'll surround it with a bunch of the thoroughbreds. Because I don't know what else to do. The hydraulic manifold, crossfeed toggles, editor and flights. Okay, 450, 25, 260. I guess we'll use these ones because they are nice and big. Then we use the thoroughbred. These are, look at the size of these puppies. They are some serious boosters. I'll add some nose cones. No, the bigger ones. Not that big. That is the correct size. Some struts, of course. So this gives us 200. This 2000. This gives us a bit more. Also, I want to try out a nice little trick I found. This is, how much does this weigh? 0.068. But this is much cheaper. This is even much cheaper still. Okay, I'll use this. It's a trick I found, and I don't know if it'll work actually, but I'm gonna try it. This is the poor man's booster. Okay, that's fine. Then we move it. Not the poor man's booster, but the poor man's separatron. Not that I'm that poor, but I don't know, I just want to try it. We gotta have it clip a little bit. Just a little bit. Like this, maybe. And then, if all goes well, that will push it outwards the moment it gets detached. And that should be very nice. Let's try it out. Can I type maybe? Oh, there we go. Kerbal Gateway Part A. Alright, let's see what we can do. Oh, right. Is there anyone in there? I don't want people to be in there. Yeah, Jebediah is in there. Jebediah, you're not going. Sorry. Revert flight. Jebediah. Get out of here, mister. Also, if I already have a hitchhiker thing anyway, I might as well take some cargo with me. Some stuff that might be useful. I need to bring one of these with me. That's for a moon mission for later. And quite useful to have. An antenna I think I want to bring. antenna, a battery. We don't need a battery actually. What else do I want to bring? Docking port for the restock it. No, we're gonna put that in a separate part later. I think I need some other stuff as well. I don't know what this does. That's not anything I need at the moment. Vernier engine. Nope. Yeah, we need to bring a cheetah engine. Yeah, no. Infrared telescope doesn't fit. The scanning arm can actually fit. Can we even bring the large one? Oh, it fits, but it's really big. But yeah, we're not doing that, I think. Maybe some of this stuff. I don't even know what this does. Fuel cylinders. And the transfer fuel to your EVA jetpack or childproof safety seal. Some of this stuff, I don't know. I don't think we need to bring any of this stuff really. Well, actually, to Eve, some of this stuff could be. Yeah, we need a scientist to deploy it. We're not gonna send anyone down. So I guess we don't need this right now, actually. Because if we don't have a good way to get them down up again. Survey scanner, yeah, don't need it. Anything else we need? I don't think so. Crew, no one, perfect. Save and launch. Right, these solid rocket boosters are pretty special. Not only are they currently the biggest we have, but they have thrust vectoring. And none of the others we have thrust vectoring, so that is pretty exciting, I think. I also learned a new trick that might be useful, so we'll see how it goes. I'm trying it out now. A gravity fall is what it was called. If you just like give the rocket a slight nuzzle, like a slight nudge, it'll start falling over. And yeah, if we're not doing it right, I think. No, we need to restart. We need to restart. To have like the perfect launch, you need to do this. But I'll try again. It's not that difficult. It takes a couple tries to get the right moment. Oh, that's not the right button. I'll go for 40 this time. Okay, how about this time? Because we'll slowly start falling over, but we're following the prograde vector. And I don't have to do anything at the moment. Hopefully, this will just lead to having an ideal orbital path, basically. If this is here, once we reach 45 degrees, that would be very good. But yeah, you know, we are sort of on track, I guess. I'm not doing anything, and it's following its own trajectory as it wants to go. Yeah, we are doing pretty well this time. Of course, remains to be seen how well this thing is gonna be, because this stage is nearly burnt up. Oh, that did not go very well. You could say that it's spinning very slowly. That makes it a neat trick. What? I don't think I understand the reference here. Okay, so this did not go well. I'll just put on a separatron after all. Oh yeah, actually that makes perfect sense. They're just way too high up. That's the problem. Might even need to be a little bit lower still. Now it should be fine, I think. Let's try it again. Star Wars reference. Ah, okay. What movie or series these days? Yeah, game, come on. Okay, let's try it again. Also, I'm gonna close the door here and turn on the lights. Be right back. Okay, back. Imagine just ground control. Okay, guys, you're launching. Okay, yeah, we'll be right back. Gonna do something else real quick. That'd be kind of funny. Phantom Menace. Ah, okay. If this arrow is halfway, once we are also halfway at 45 degrees, roughly at least, it is good, apparently. We are doing actually a little bit not good. Tiny little bit only. See, this worked perfectly. So beautiful. That was the most elegant booster separation I've ever seen from my own playthrough. Oh right, we should actually check. Okay, yeah, all the things are there. Perfect. Deploy. Yay! That fairing top looks a lot, looks a bit charred, but that was just the lighting. I mean, yeah. Oh right, I didn't even try to balance it this time. It's just sort of naturally already balanced, I guess. I mean, this game is pretty, but the real pictures of Earth, they were stunning. Oh, we can go quite a bit higher. Come on, game. Hurry the fuck up already. Ah, the hell with it. Here, just full blast. Yeah, this is a bit less impressive now, I know. And into orbit, just like that. How easy. Okay, but... Oh right, yeah, I also cleaned up the trash finally. Because we already had 40 pieces of trash just floating around, cluttering the view, and it was really annoying. Set as targets. So I cleaned it up a little bit. Okay, so we have the upcoming is the ascending node. So for ascending we need the anti-normal. Yeah, look at this thing trying to rotate and everything. It's adorable. Extend. Also extend. And I guess we can even extend the little these thingies. Extend. Extend. Like, I know I'm still planning the Eve mission, but I'm already planning a pretty interesting Jewel mission. But yeah, of course, that's not yet. We're gonna wait a little bit with that. I can't find the fourth one. Oh, there it is. It's inside the inside the RCS block, I guess, somehow. Whatever. It was so funny how 15 minutes before the observation started, they were still debating spinning the ship a little bit. Yeah, they were just like, we want to have it 5 degrees the other direction. Is that possible? Oh, let me find out. It's pretty difficult. I don't know. Maybe. Who knows? Okay, so here we have the ascending node. RCS onto the anti-normal. Not RCS, SAS. And full blast. Okay, that's a bit too much maybe. We did it too much. Oh no. Although it made sense because they didn't know yet which part of the Windows was best. Yeah. I also think it was kind of weird how they were not allowed to put the shutter on there or whatever. Like, you know, the shutter, you can't use the shutter. Like, man, what the fuck did you make the shutter for if you can't put it on there for more like 5 seconds? Okay, well it says 0, so I'm just gonna take it as 0. Minmus, there you are. I still need to learn how to do gravity assists, because I have never tried that yet. Okay, that looks pretty good to me. Oh, we are wobbly. Wibbly wobbly wobbly. I would assume the camera or something. It would obscure the camera or something, or didn't fit. No, they had like shutters to make the what were the shutters for? To just basically obscure the windows, because they were Apple fanboys. No, that's not the reason. They there was a lot of light from Earth coming in through the window, and so they wanted to just block that one window so that that light would not come in, so that their eyes could keep being adjusted to the dark, to see the dark side of the moon. But what was the but? At some point NASA was like, oh man, you gotta remove it. You just use a t-shirt or something, bruh. And like, okay, yeah, but why exactly? Okay, this rocket is a wobbler, unfortunately. But I think once this stage is fully gone, it will be probably fixed. That's why they use t-shirts, yep. And of course the Nutella jar just flying around. Maybe that one screenshot of Kerbal Space Program where you see like the guy chasing a chip or something is not actually that far off. It's kind of funny. Okay, this engine is almost done. And then we can move to the much more efficient, quieter engine. There we go. Like for NASA always plans out their missions perfectly. Like this one engine will do you into orbit and that's it. And then the next engine that will get you to the moon. And I just, yeah, I still have some left over in the other tank, you know, might as well use it. And the telemarketing team got a freebie there. It moved so perfectly. Yep. Unlike Apple, for some reason, no, you can't call them iPhones. They are, you call them personal computing devices. Hey, Torre Solid, what's up? Long time no see. Yeah, well, I streamed a couple days ago, I think. How are you doing? We are preparing, we're currently building a base around Minmus as the final step we need before we can start going to Eve. Eve will be our main mission, I've decided. Well, I mean, not the final main mission, but the next main mission. I'm doing good. Building a space shuttle like rockets. Sweet. Good to hear, man. Oh, we have not yet got an encounter. Okay, a little bit more. Okay, gotta... Oh, there we get an encounter. Perfect. It's a brief encounter, I think, but that's fine. Yeah, the past days I have been really itching to just, you know, fast forward the flights. I want to see the encounter with the moon and such. It's not going so well. Oh no. Wait, you're just building it freestyle, not like the Lego set of the space shuttle? Okay, well this part is on its way, I guess. And we have plenty of fuel to park, so that is not a problem. Guess we might as well start designing the next part. Also, can we change the thingy over here? We are a station. And we are not just part A. We are the Kerbal Gateway Station. I think Minmus should be in there. Minmus, no, we know it's just the Kerbal Gateway Station in orbit around Minmus. I'm building it on SF. Oh. Wait, I thought you were set Lego somewhere in there. Okay, my bad then, sorry. What is SFS? Okay, here we have some junk. We don't need that. Yeah, I think we can just safely switch to back to Kerbin. Yeah, let's do it. Space Center. And design the main solar array. It'll be comparatively smaller, I think. It's a 2D space game, and that's the reason the shuttle is... yeah, that's going to be difficult in 2D. Okay, so we have... I'll put this aside for now. So on this side, I want to have... I don't know. Let's just start making something. Who cares? Okay, first the docking port. There we go. Plop. Then I think I know what part I want to use here. There it is. Yeah, that's beautiful. And then we'll just put like this. And if we ever want to attach anything else to it, I guess we can and just put in another docking port, you know, why not? Actually, no, we should put a reaction control wheel here. That would be a great idea. Reaction control wheel and some RCS thrusters, not the small ones, the big ones. Probably fine. And the docking port. The fuel tank that's supposed to deliver the fuel to the station itself gets lighter as it goes, and shuttle makes it spin. Yeah, and I know the problem with that's why shuttles are really annoying. You kind of just want to have two shuttles at the same time, just to even it out. But what you need to do is have the shuttle angle the engines of the shuttle outwards, like the plane bit, you know, and then have it take the fuel from the big fuel tank in the middle. And then also have the engines be with a vector so that they can move around. That is basically the only way you can do it. This one? No, not these. I need the Gigantor. Okay, that is a nice solar array. It needs a probe body though, because otherwise we can't, you know, fly it. And it will need RCS fuel as well. So I guess we can put an RCS tank over here, or maybe two. First get the probe body. Then get the RCS tanks. Nope. Yes. Inline control wheel as well, again, useful. And on the other side as well. Actually, we should probably reverse that. And also some of those. Like this, that is probably fine. One thing I also want to do though, relative, perfect. Yes, okay. Now we say reroute. This is going to be the main part, the fuel tank, the root part. Then we can just discard this. Oh no, not quite that. Discard this entire bit, because we are now working on part B. There we go. We don't need the rocket to be this big, I think. This is a much lighter part after all. You'll try that. Okay, well, good luck with it. Let me know if it works. Let's see. Fairing. Here. Nice, we can take the small fairing now. This is a weird ass looking fairing, but whatever. Yeah, I'll basically make a new rocket. This rocket is not, I don't need it to be this big. I'll use maybe 250. Oh wait, ISP 320, 310. Yeah, not gonna use the super expensive engine for this. 345. This is a very weak engine though, but yeah, it's probably fine. Okay. Perfect. Then we need a bigger stage underneath that. Yes. This is maybe too much. Maybe just this one. These parts, I mean, it's cool fun that they have like different skins, but they don't really match all that well usually, unfortunately. What engine are we gonna put underneath here? The Bobcat, no, it's not powerful enough. We need more power. More power than that. The Poodle, definitely no. The Skipper, I guess we can just put another main cell in there, even if it looks a little bit strange. There, now it fits underneath this one, I guess. I will use a couple of boosters. I think the Thoroughbred might be overkill here. Let's try the Pollux again. But the Pollux, of course, doesn't have steer vectoring, so we do need. Oh, that's annoying. We do need fins for this one. Okay, nose cones. Oh, thank you for the follow, Sendu. Very nice of you, and welcome to the stream. I haven't seen you in chat, but I'm guessing you like the stream if you're subscribing. Or not subscribing, following. Ah, what's the difference? But yeah, thank you. Okay, we have that. And of course the little trick that I learned. The panel to push them out. That might be a bit overkill. That's probably fine. Okay, let's try that. Part B. We'll send it. We'll also just send it to Minmus. This one costs nearly 71,000. Well, whatever. We got money for this shit, so it's fine. Then the next part is the fuel and the docking port for the refueling rocket, basically. Right, I forgot the fins. Okay. Finny fins, where are you? The tail fins is what I want. Those are the best. Perfect. Okay, save, launch. Okay then. Oh, there's a problem. We are upside down. That's no good. Let me flip the thing around real quick. Where did I put the damn controller? I don't remember. Was it in here? I don't fucking know where I put the damn thing. Okay, maybe this will help. That's not what I want. Jesus. Okay, I'll just like put this to the side real quick. It's not there. Then it must be at the top somewhere. There it is. Okay, are the letters though? They are upside down. That's no good. There. Now they are perfectly straight. Nice. And wrapped up again. Perfect. Save, launch. Now we should be good to go then. Okay, well, will this work? That's the question. SAS disengaged. Oh, that's not good usually. That's not good at all. I forgot to add something pretty important. Haha, batteries. So let me add some of those suckers as well, real quick. Battery. I'll add like a couple of those. Over there. And over there. And that's probably enough for now. These store 400, these store 1,000. No, I don't want to do that. I'll just add a few of those. It's not perfect, but whatever. Save, launch. Can always add more batteries, of course. It's not that difficult. Just attach more parts. This station doesn't really need to be doing that much anyway. Okay, let's see how it goes. That velocity that I aimed for, 40 meters per second last time, is gonna be different for every rocket, so what worked then might not work now. Yeah, we seem to be not going fast enough. I think we need to aim more aggressively earlier. Let's try it again. Revert to launch. Okay, maybe this time. I aimed at 30 instead of 40. I kind of suspect it's gonna be too soon this time, but we shall see. That might actually be fine. Oh, I did an oopsie. Chemist here. Knowing nothing about oh, Santu, that's you. Knowing nothing about space stuff, but with Artemis something clicked in my mind. So glad to see there's a game and people playing it so you can learn stuff. Do you have any suggestions on where I find information or creators that you think do a good job of providing information? About this game, you mean? There's plenty of videos on YouTube, honestly. I think there was one guy called Kerbal Physics. Oh, one person you probably like is Scott Manley. He makes really good videos as well. Okay, now we are in space. We can deploy. There we go. Yeah, we are very wobbly. That's unfortunate, but yeah, that's just kind of how this game is. Let me have a look. Non-specific about this game, general stuff. Yeah, Scott Manley still. Scott Manley makes is one of the best space flight channels there is, really. I think, anyway. He used to play this game back in the day when the game was still new, but nowadays he just mostly makes stuff about about NASA, ESA, SpaceX, Boeing, all that sort of stuff. Okay, aim prograde, please. Yeah, we are a wobble machine. Look at us wobbling around. But yeah, Scott Manley is the one you want to see, probably. Okay. Minmus as the target. Set as target. We have... What orbit is ours? Kerbal Gateway Part 2. Okay. Ascending node again, so we want to go into the anti-normal. It's gonna take a while to get there, especially with the wobbling. You can just see the wobbling on here already, it's kind of funny. Okay, that is fine. Yeah, just wait until we're there and then we can start another burn. This thing is gonna remain wobbly no matter what I do, unfortunately. It's just the nature of a very long thing. Okay, 6.4. I'll wait a little bit more. Almost. Can do a little bit already. But yeah, this game makes it a lot easier than it is in real life. There's like the reaction control wheels in this game are so much stronger than the ones they have in real life. The engine can just perfectly shut off and shut down again, not a problem. Yeah, that's not really realistic, but you know, it makes it much easier while still being hard, it still is rocket science that you're doing, or well, it's more orbital mechanics science, I guess. No, actually, no, it's also rocket science. You have to plan all sorts of stuff, like how much fuel you have. Yeah, it is still proper rocket science. Curious about your background. How do you know how to do stuff in this game? From what I saw, it's pretty tricky. Well, I played this game back when it was still new, like 10 years, 15 years ago, something like that. And back then I just watched a lot of videos about from the Scott Manley guy. Back then he still made videos about this mostly. And I learned some tips and tricks. And then I forgot them because I didn't play the game for 15 years. Or however long it's been. And lately I've just been discovering it again during these playthroughs. This is the 25th stream in career mode. Yeah, I just try some stuff out, see how it goes. And in between streams I just look up some interesting videos. That's basically it. There's a lot to learn. It is a pretty steep learning curve. But well, at the start you don't really have to do that much interesting stuff. Or well, that's not the way to put it. Not super difficult stuff. You can just the first thing is just like go up with your rocket, and like that's pretty easy. And you learn more and more as you play. Okay, do we have an encounter? Not yet. Now we have an encounter. It's not the perfect encounter, but you know, whatever. I'll give this thing another icon as well. What? No, come on. We are a station still. So we just launched parts. This is the main part, the gateway station. Then we have this part B, and I guess now we'll start building part C. Also, we have too much fuel on this one. Way too much fuel. I have 1700 meters left. Well, whatever. I guess I'll reuse it somehow. Also, if I can just keep these engines, that might be interesting. If I can keep the engine all the way till there. Okay, I'll have to think about that. Anyway, let's make the next part. Space Center. That's gonna be the important part. Well, I mean, all the parts are important, of course, but here I need a big ass fuel tank. Maybe even like several fuel tanks. That would actually be ideal. I think I'll try that, yes. Okay, first we'll start with part C. There we go, part C. And I think this will just start entirely from scratch again, because there's nothing really to be done. It's been fun to learn orbital mechanics by watching the stream. Yeah, that is one thing you really will learn. You will learn intuitively how orbital mechanics work, which is really fun, because the Apollo astronauts back then, they didn't know this shit. They had no way to practice. As a human being, you can surprisingly get a feel for it. Yeah, it is strange how that works. Also, I don't know about the Artemis astronauts. They probably already had a feel for it. Okay, so we have this thing here. We don't need this fuel in there. Just needs to be empty. What will I put on top of here? I guess RCS tanks, yeah. Not this one, the big one. Is that gonna be enough RCS? Probably. Yeah, you can all be empty. You can be empty. I guess we'll keep this one full just to like be for us to use when we're trying to approach this thing. I'll put some stuff in there. The Artemis pilot has test flown so many different vehicles. I'm sure you already had a good feel for it. True, true. The only thing I have kind of understood is that orbital mechanics are difficult to calculate, but quite predictable. Yeah, I would not be able to actually calculate where something goes or anything. I don't know how to do that. But for just getting a feel, like how burning in a certain direction will affect my orbit if the game just like shows me the path. Or I suppose even if the path wasn't visible, I could imagine the path. Of course, that would seriously hamper my ability to do it. But yeah, you just get a bit of a feel for it. Okay, what am I looking for? No. Sure. Okay, now here comes the big surprise. This tiny ass little fucker. That's where all the fuel's gonna go through. Oh, that's so silly. Tiniest fucking fuel port. It's just comical. Dock coupling. The docking port junior. Hey Duvel, welcome. How are you doing today? I guess I might as well put some normal docking ports on these ones, because, you know, why not? In case we need them. Nah, that looks ugly. I'll remove them. I'll just place them. You are fine. Pretty exhausted though. Good night. Oh, you are going to bed? Okay, we'll see you later, Chloe. And thanks for joining. What will I do here? Oh, I guess I can put some... No, that's also ugly. So you are like the child of a game. You do not have some other background like aero degree or stuff. No, nothing like that. I mean, I've always had an interest in space, but I think that goes without saying when you're playing something like this. But nothing... I studied physics for a little while. Didn't succeed. I guess that counts for something, maybe. Okay, this thing is quite big. What do I need? I need a docking port, right? The normal docking ports. Can I put anything on here? Maybe some lamps. It will be in utility probably. It's kind of ugly. Fireworks. Not gonna put fireworks in there. That would be silly. The dome light. I guess we can try that. Put some dome lights in there. Put some on the other side as well. That doesn't look like it is centered, no. I guess that is more or less centered. Okay, we probably should put some reaction control wheels in here though, because this thing is hefty, very hefty. What's the plan now? Build something in orbit? Yes, I want to build a space station around the moon Minmus. Yeah, I'll save this real quick and show you what we have currently. So I launched part A and part B just, well, B, you watched me do that. And A was already on the way, because I did it earlier this stream. So here we have Kerbin, our home planet. Here we have the moon with MUN. Well, here it is. This is just some satellite. But we have a second moon, Minmus, over here. And on Minmus I have a base. I can show you the base. Nice, it's still in daylight. Let's show the base real quick. Once the game loads. Yes, this is the Minmus base, Minmus Alpha, and it is a fueling station. Here we mine up some ore from the planet, or from the moon I guess, and we convert it into fuel, which is stored here. Then we have this rocket over here, which can take the fuel. It uses some fuel of course, but most of the fuel it contains is just sent up as a cargo ship, basically. It's basically a cargo ship carrying oil, except it's space version. It carries it up into orbit around this tiny ass moon, which has like no gravity at all. It has gravity, but it's very little. And we'll be building a space station in orbit around here, so that it can refuel that station. And then if we ever want to go further than here, which I do, I'm planning a mission to go to Eve, which is like Venus. We can stop on our way here and get new fuel and everything. And that is the plan. I've been working towards getting this whole thing set up for a while now. It's a lot of work, but it's very fun. Oh, this might be a comet. No, it's still just an asteroid. Okay. What about this? Another asteroid. I'm also looking for comets, by the way. But so far I am only finding asteroids, unfortunately. So every now and then I have a look here, but nothing too interesting, it seems. Track, cool. You know, I'm starting to notice a pattern. It's like... Oh, there's another one. I think I might actually be tracking them in the direction my camera is looking. I wonder if that's true. Where even is my satellite? There's so many things in the way. I can't find my satellite anymore. Maybe I can find it in here. Where is it? The ore detection satellite. It is here. This is the thing that's actually... Yeah, it just has a field of vision. That's pretty cool, actually. I never noticed this. Okay. Wait, what's this? Kerbin. Oh, you're gonna go back to Kerbin. Well, that doesn't really matter. Right, yeah, I was building the Vic fuel tank. That needs to be brought up there as well. Oh, that is a really big thing, though. How the hell am I gonna get this up? That's a lot of big rocks. And they're not all big. Some of them are only like 2 meters across or something. Durable Gateway Part C. There we go. It's quite pretty, I think. Yeah, we need a ton of RCS. Actually, I think I'll use the Werner engines on this one, because we have unlocked them, so why not? I'll put 2 here. And 2 here. I'll move them up manually so that they perfectly... No, that's not what I want. Don't do that. Yes. Okay, it's fine. And these ones. Okay. Okay, that's probably fine. We don't have anything for going up or down though. How many modules have you scheduled to send for the build? Well, I'm still like designing it, so I'm not entirely sure yet. But it'll probably be only these three for now anyway. I don't think I need anything else at the moment. This thing does, however, need an antenna, I think. Right, and we need some batteries and some, what's it called? Solar power. Solar power, I guess I'll put on the sides. It's kind of ugly though. Maybe I'll put it over here. That's already white anyway. Okay, solar power. We need some batteries. Can I just hide them somewhere inside, perhaps? Oh, I guess I can hide them in there. That's kind of sneaky. Oh, so sneaky. It's like super sneaky, completely out of sight. Who cares? Okay, batteries, perfect. Antenna. I guess I'll put the antenna over here. Oh, that's ugly as hell. Oh, jeez, I hate it. Okay, that's much better. Wait, but that also means that the batteries are completely random, I think. Actually, they somehow seem to be alright. Okay, whatever. I mean, they're out of sight anyway, who cares? Okay, so this thing, how the hell do we get it up there? Right, that's gonna be interesting. Well, I guess we can put some fuel in the middle one at least, to act as, you know, the fuel. This thing is a giant fuel tank anyway. Here, this one. I'll partially fill it, like this. It's a lot of fuel already anyway. It'll take 4 trips or so. Have you guys heard the good news? I know. What news? I've been streaming for the past nearly 2 hours already, Jesus. So no, I have not heard any good news yet. But I would be happy to hear some good news. It's always nice. Kanye West is banned from the UK. Okay, yes, I had heard that actually. That is indeed very good news. Sucker. Right, there's one thing I still need. These, okay, like this, and on the bottom as well. How much do these cost? Kind of expensive, but you know, we have money enough. Okay, these, this will be nice, I think. Mono pens all empty. It's all empty. It's all fine. Okay. How do we get this thing up there? This is so big. I guess I can just put an engine straight underneath here, right? As weird as that is to do, this should just work. It is a very weird thing. Can I just add you to the enable staging? Oh hell yeah, that's possible. And enable cross. Oh, it's already enabled. Okay. That is tiny. Yes, it is. But this is just the last section once we're already in the vacuum, so that's fine. And this entire thing will be now encapsulated in a giant ass fairing. Holy shit. It's gonna be the biggest fairing ever. Okay. Tiny but functional, I think. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. We'll see what happens, basically. Oh man, this is gonna be crazy. You know, first I should probably actually test this. Will it even work at all? This doesn't need to be the same. Okay, 380 it says. Well, we can increase that. Just add more fuel, basically. We already have a full tank. Oh, right, but that is in a vacuum. 885. Let's do a little bit more, but we honestly don't need that much more. There, okay, that is plenty. Okay. How will we get this up there though? Okay, I think it is time to pull out a trick I have not used before. We're gonna get ourselves an engine plate. Oh, what's this? Engine plate, attach notes, triple. And these ones are gonna be full. Where is the engine? The mainsail. Yes, this works, I think. This thing needs to. Oh, that might be a problem actually. Okay, you know, I'll fill the thing entirely. That will help. There, all full. The middle one can be all full. This is still looking very strange to me. What kind of weird ass rocket is this? Okay, we'll replace this with okay, not the mainsail, but how about the skiff? No, that's too weak. The swivel maybe? 650, this is 1500. The skipper. I have an idea. We'll get smaller tanks. These ones. Then we'll put separation things and we'll use the big one. Stack separate, not a tiny ass, we need the normal size. Nope. There we go. That's better. Come on, go here. There you go. That's not a good idea either. There we go, that's better. We don't have enough in total though, so we need some boosters perhaps. Some good old boosters. I've lost the idea. Why double step? Well, do you know about staging? in rockets, and also in, well, Artemis, for example, and the Saturn V back in the day. If you stage your rocket, you can basically lose part of the weight, because this fuel tank is going to be empty at some point, but the tank still is there. So we have to, and the engine is still there, not doing anything anymore. So we would have to lug all that weight with us, which is annoying, because it weighs a lot. So if we just like split the rocket up into parts, and once one part is empty, you ditch it, suddenly your rocket is lighter, and you don't have to accelerate the rest as much anymore. It's still not the right size. This then. That's the right one. Okay, perfect. Now we're gonna get the booster. The thoroughbreds. Surely this will be enough in total. Somehow it is less. I don't even know how that happens. Maybe like this, and then we'll add another set on the other side. Where are you heading this mission? Welcome, Cactus Wheel Cactus Wheel Canokni. We are heading to Minmus with a we're building a space station around Minmus at the moment. And what we're sending up now, or at least what the idea is inside this payload a massive fuel tank, because we're building a refueling station around Minmus. And that's also why this rocket is so large, because we kind of need it to be quite big. It says we don't have enough delta V, but I am not sure I believe that. I think we might actually have enough now. Add some nose cones on there. Nope. These ones. Something feels off here. Pretty sure it's not symmetrical somehow. Well, I mean, it's symmetrical in one way, I guess, but you know what, we'll just try it. Add some struts, because struts are always good. I think I know what I am forgetting. I am forgetting something pretty important. That's why I got these parts. We need the advanced SAS wheel. Okay, quickly remove this thing. There we go. And on the other side as well. It looks weird now. I'll add one more. Why the hell not? Too powerful. On this side it's fine, maybe. Nah, I mean, what's money anyway? It's just a game. Does this still fit, however, is the question. Yeah, no, it doesn't fit anymore. I have to make the thing again. And we have lost even more delta V. Delete fairing, build fairing. Okay, nice fairing. It's all with this tiniest docking port. It's all connected like that. Oh, I don't see how this is gonna go well. You need to be one thing. Now, unfortunately, I have to go. I'm very happy to have discovered and met you. I'm definitely good involved to see how the launch went. Good luck. Thank you, Santo, and good luck with whatever it is that you need to be doing. And see you next time, I suppose. This is a crazy looking rocket. What the fuck, man? Oh, that is expensive as hell. Oh, jeez. How much do these things cost? Oh, they cost a lot of money. Oh, well. I want to see this thing fly. Yeah, me too. It says that I don't have enough fuel. I don't know if I actually believe that, though. What engines are these? That should be fine, right? Oh, now I suddenly have enough. Okay. Okay, save and see what happens. Crazy ass motherfucker. That's gonna be fun. This is the most expensive rocket I've ever built in this game. Might actually have been easier to just fly the other rocket over here and refuel in orbit. Well, whatever. Look at this giant ass fucking fairing. It's so stupid. Well, here we go. Oh, we are not taking off very fast, are we? Okay, well, let's see if we can make it up somehow. These aerodynamic effects are fucking crazy. At least we'll be getting some of the money back. We're only going 580 meters per second after all this. Jesus. Unreal engine this. Oh, I see the problem. I had not actually throttled up. That's my bad. Okay, let's try again. Also, I did not add the nice separatron part that I wanted. Okay, I'll go back to the revert flight real quick. Because I need to add one thingy, otherwise it won't work. Structural. The panel. Okay, that is way too far in. Let's fix that. Relative. The ecologist probably protesting at your space agency. Yeah, probably. They would not be very happy with this, I bet. Okay, we'll give it a little bit. Oops. Like this, maybe. Then we'll do it again over here. Something like this should probably be fine, I think. Here, I would go to up that line as well. Yeah, that is probably fine. Save and launch. Did you guys also watch the SLS Artemis launch earlier? And also their mission in general? It's been very fun watching it for me. Okay, this time I won't forget the throttle. I watched the launch and back of cameras. Lack of camera skills. Yeah. It wasn't all the best, but it was still fun, I think. I think I might have toppled too early. We'll see. We'll just let it play out. I'm pretty sure I toppled too early. I toppled too early. Revert to launch. You know, you can just do that. Just revert. Doesn't work like that in real life. You saw that softball game video. What? Saw that the softball game video the separation of the boosters. I don't understand what you mean. You saw a softball game videoed. How does a softball game video anything? Isn't softball a sport? The broadcast of the game, okay. Oh wait, so they just like aimed the camera up, it was in an area probably then. Okay, that's pretty cool. My rocket also looks pretty cool. I posted to Discord. Oh, that was softball. I thought it was, I don't know what it was for. I thought it was some other sport. Yeah, I've seen that video. That was really cool indeed. Yeah, we are doing reasonably well. A little bit of correction needed. There we go. Look at that separation of the boosters. Ain't that beautiful? Also, that sound is very nice. Okay, we can take a breather, I think. Why is this tank so empty? That's kind of strange. You're not supposed to get cross-fed from anywhere, I think. Anyway, it's time to explode the thingy, I think. Explode the thingy. Deploy! Wow, look at that, so beautiful. Bunch of debris. Oh shit, I went too fast. Not the smartest of moves. I think we have Delta V to spare though, so it's not too bad. Yeah, we have delta V to spare. Okay. Look at this giant cluster of fuel tanks. They're all empty. Well, except the middle one. That one's not empty. We wanna go to the Min Musi. Musi Minmi. And we are coming up on the ascending node, so it's time for the anti-normal. And I think it's also time to deploy some solar panels, even though we are currently in the shade, so they won't do us too much good, it seems. Where did I put those suckers? I put some solar panels on, right? Did I forget? Oh, that would not be very good if I forgot the solar panels. That would be sucky wacky. I think I did forget the solar panels. Well, at least we have a fair amount of electric charge, and with engines it'll get replenished quite quickly. Whoops. Well, whatever. Probably fine, who cares, right? Who needs solar panels anyway? Okay, I burned a little bit too much. That's fine, we can undo it real quick. Perfect. Okay, now we got somehow I am fuel left over anyway. Don't know where it's coming from. Little bit scared to ask. Usually not a good sign. Is it draining it from here maybe? You are still full. Where is the extra fuel coming from? Is it coming from here? No, you don't even have it. Where is the fuel coming from? Why? Oh no, I don't like this. That is always sketchy. Sketchy as fuck. Oh, that is way too much. Shrink, please. I don't need that much delta V. I don't need to arrive first, that is fine. Okay, there we have an encounter. Oh, but I have to start the burn already, it seems. I'll quick save, see what happens. Maybe it'll work somehow, because I think it might just work. Oh, the thingy is fighting me again. Nice. I don't know where this fuel is coming from. I am very afraid to ask. Why do I have fuel left over? It's weird. It should not be possible. Okay, we have encounter. Cool, I guess. I guess I gotta go to the first part now. So we can just see them in a line. There's the first part. There's the second part. And here's the third part. I guess I'll give this one a station icon as well. Station, accept. Okay, well, I'll quick save. And yeah, we really don't have any. Why do I not put fuel cells on it? Like, am I stupid? No solar panels? Why? Whatever. Did I even put an antenna on here? I think I remember putting an antenna. Yeah, I did put antenna on there at least. Guess that's something. Here, I'll extend one of them. Extend antenna. There, one antenna. that'll fix everything. Jeez. Well then. Let's switch to this one and wait, not set as target. Unset as target. Kerbal. Minmus is the target. Whatever. Switch to the station. Switch to. Let's see what happens. This is the small part suddenly, that's kind of funny. Yep, you are following me closely. They are all following closely. Look, they are still in the line, that's so funny. I'll first bring each of them into an orbit. Then I'll worry about... yeah, this doesn't fucking matter. Yeah, we still have electric charge, perfect. As long as they are in A orbit, it should be fine. And then I can move on to the next one, put that one in A orbit. Then I'll park them in the correct position and actually dock them. And that's probably going to be it for today. If I can even do all that. I'm not sure if I'll have time to do all of it. We'll see. Okay, that is fine. Then part B, switch to. Okay, you also still have stuff. Perfect. Are you already in your encounter? Not yet. Actually, you might already be. What is this? Minus encounter is not yet. Okay. Okay, whatever. Are we just speeding up now or what? Oh, we have one hell of an engine, that's right. The other one had a very weak engine. This thing has a crazy ass powerful engine. That is not good. We don't want to crash into the planet. I guess radio out. There, that's probably fine. Okay, let's go to the next one, part C. Part C is going to be a little bit later, I think. Switch to. Does part C still have charge? That is the real question. Oh, it does. It perfectly has still charge. Nice. Okay, okay, good. Are we? No, we're not there yet. We need a little bit more time to get there. Okay, that's fine. Okay, we are each parked in A orbit. Guess I'll start docking the whole thing then, or putting it in the correct orbit. Nice. All parts are at minimus, sort of. What sort of an orbit do I want? I want an equatorial orbit, I think. Because that is easiest to get to and from for the rocket. Yeah, you can just catch up to me, I don't care for now. First, just slow the fuck down. So if we don't have this crazy high orbit, that's not very useful. Well, actually, maybe it is actually kind of useful. Nah, it's just a pain. Why would I bother? Just put it in a nice circular orbit around Minimus. That's fine enough. You are at 42. I guess I can put you at 42 as well. 45, 41. Maybe just a 40-kilometer altitude would be fine. I'll put it in a 40-kilometer altitude orbit. That seems like a nice amount. .40 and 40. There's like 100-meter difference. That's completely fine. Okay. So I would consider this thing to be ready then. I'm gonna keep the fuel tank around because, like, why not? Could come in useful at this later point. Let's put the second part there. Part B, is it? Switch. Part C seems to be closer to its orbit already, so I don't know. If part C is gonna come there closer first, then I'll do part C. It looks like part C is indeed gonna be first then. Switch to part C. Retrograde. Still have fuel somehow. I don't know how that works. Oh, that's a bit too much power, maybe. Jesus Christ. Okay, we want a nice steady 40 meters. 40 kilometers. Well, we are also in a nice high orbit now, but that's just not good enough. We need to be 40, not whatever this altitude is. Good enough. chance of collision is like near 0, I think. Part B then. Switch to. Okay. Can I not turn? Oh, okay, there we go. Retrogradu. Oh, this thing's nearly full used up. Okay. This is so funny. Just this giant explosion and then poof. It would be pretty cool if I could reuse this somehow, but what could I really do about that? Realistically, nothing, I guess. Fine, I'll just ditch it for now and I'll use it later. Maybe I can like recover it or something. Yeah, I brought too much fuel. Okay, this is gonna also bring it to 40. $48, $47, $46, $45, $44, $43, $42, $41, $40.5 roughly. That is fine. Okay. Now this thing here is gonna be my target, I think. Set as target. Will you come closer? No, you will not come closer, unfortunately. Maybe on the next turn. Even further apart. Well, a couple turns from now it should be fine. Another one. I think on the next turn it should be fine. There we go, that is something I can work with. We are separated by like 20 kilometers or so. 24 kilometers, that's fine. Then we got a dock, of course, that's gonna be the tricky part. You are 25 kilometers away, well, whatever. I think I can actually just aim straight at the target now. That's probably easier. Just try to catch up with it. There's the target. I'm not doing the most smart way of doing this. Hey, welcome, Tori Solid. How are you doing again? I am not doing a very smart way of trying to achieve an orbit, I think. Oh, we will be super close on the next turn. Okay, sure, then I'll just wait for the next turn. Even if this is a kind of crazy way to do it, if it works, it works. Doing better because you got the shuttle to work. Oh, nice. Congrats. Just had to go burn style. Ah, wait, the burn style has a an engine underneath the main thing as well, right? If I recall correctly. distance. Okay, I think we can go to this view now. Okay, we are basically standing still compared to it now. Let's try and find it on the radar, on the nav ball I mean. Perfect. Okay, where is the thingy? Okay, there it is. We are approaching, or it is approaching, however you want to see it. Gotta be really careful. Electric charge is running out. I guess we gotta recharge real quick. Here, open up. Extend solar panel. We gotta recharge that battery. Oh, and there goes the charge up. Just one of these panels. Imagine if we open a second one. Extend solar panel. Gotta get all that charge back really quickly. Double the speeds. And we can go triple this even, although that's not necessary for now. I just gotta make sure the thingy remains charged. Also, I won't dock with all of these attached. That's not gonna go well, I think. I really hope the other spacecraft will still have charge by the time we try to dock it. Okay. Retract and retract. Okay, I think we can do this. Okay, aim at it again. I will definitely try to dock this one, and I hope I will also be able to dock the other one, because that would mean we are ready for action, but I am not sure if it will be possible. Okay, aim again. Can I also already aim at a specific port? That would be quite nice. Because I gotta go to bed at some point, pretty soon actually. I should probably start using RCS now. This is quite cumbersome to do. There is the other part. Yeah, it is really time for RCS. This is not a job anymore for this. So I guess basically we choose one side. I guess I'll choose, I don't know, up. I'll turn off the engine just to make sure I don't accidentally throttle in the wrong mode, because that would suck a lot. Here, I want to join with this one. Set as target. Control from here. Okay, there we go. First we gotta go vertical. If we unlock the thingy that will help with targeting, that would be so nice. That would be really, really nice. But for now, we just gotta do it like this, I guess. Okay, we are coming in pretty good actually, all in all considered. This might already become a successful docking. I sure hope so. Just allow it to dock. And we are indeed docked, our first space station part, and honestly, it is not bad at all, I would say. Yeah, let's extend these suckers. Extend, 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 extend. We don't need this much power, but whatever. We have it, I guess. Pretty nice. That's the first part. Or the second part, I suppose, at this point. Also, I will turn off this engine, because that is not going to go well if we accidentally have something. Space part C, switch to. Please have charge. I need charge. If we don't have charge, I'll just burn some. No, I can't do that then. We have charge. Perfect. Well, this one is going to be more difficult because the main engine, like this is. These are actually empty. Where is it getting the fuel from? Like, actually. Is this thing also empty? Oh, it was stealing it from there. Oh, that's not good. Oh, but it's not a problem because this is the fuel thing. We can just refuel it if we need to. Oh, that is perfect. Well, it's not perfect, but it's quite doable. Let's just keep it at that. Okay, we can salvage this. It's fine. Just the electric. Well, the electric track is going down really slowly. It's also not that big of a problem, I think. But that does mean I basically brought this middle engine for nothing and just wasted a bunch of fucking energy. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Last puff of power, I guess. That is quite a puff, actually. Should probably have waited until I was at the right spot. Oh wait, this is already where I need to go to. Oh, that's unfortunate because this is so close. It is so close. Kerbal targets. Oh, but I have like no fuel left. I mean, I still have some fuel left. Maybe it's possible. I'll try it, I guess. How close are you gonna get? We are gonna be so close. This might just be possible. What the hell, man? This is a pure chance. We're gonna have like an amazing encounter. I don't see it. Where is it? It should be somewhere there, right? How far away is it? It's just out of rendering range still. Okay, I guess I will actually remove this. Oh. Yeah, you know, I'll just actually do this. I'll do it with these ones. Because then we have to carry less weight and it might be more doable. Somehow. I hope. Yeah, if only I'd put some normal RCS thrusters on there, then it would be fine. Okay, first aim where I want to go. And then go. Look at that thing, it's already there. .3 kilometers away. Oh, right. Okay, aim again at it. We might just have perfect amount of fuel left. That's kind of crazy. That's what the fuck, man. This is unreal. If this actually works, I don't know. I don't wear a hat, but if I were, I might be tempted to eat it. Oh, right, okay. Okay, aim at it again. Also, we gotta start aiming with this side actually. Control from here. Because that's the side that can actually dock. Okay. I hope we will be able to do it on the light side, because I hate doing it in the dark. And that sounds like a crazy euphemism, but whatever. Our fuel is so low, what the fuck, man? Okay. Point at it again. using up a lot of electric charges. Well, we're gonna arrive like fucking empty. Oh man. At least this thing packs a punch. That is nice. I'll wait with attempting to dock until we're in the light side, because that's not gonna go well, I think. In the dark. I can't see shit here. I just see this thingy. It's like nothing. Okay, I'll just park here until we're in the light. And then I can... Okay, we are in light again. Okay. Aim at it once more. We have 73 fuel left out of the 24,000. It's doing nothing. These engines don't use that much, at least. 5. Okay, so this is the port I want to aim at, I think. Set as target. Oh, that is the shadow of this thing. That's kind of crazy. I'm not fully sure if I can even dock there. Might need to dock on this side, because there's more room. Okay, I'll dock on this one. Set as target. I'll wait until we're underneath, because then I can just rotate this thing and that should make stuff easier. And okay, aim at it again. Okay, perfect. Now I'll aim the other one. Okay, go to the tracking station. What time is it? Like 15 minutes left at most. Should be fine, right? It should be possible to do it in 15 minutes. Kerbal Gateway Station. Fly. It's gonna be tricky. It's gonna be real tricky. Oh boy. Okay. Control from here. And aim at there. Okay. Wobbledy wobble. Good enough. Switch to. Save. Aim at. Probably fine. Okay, reload, because this is apparently not fine, whatever the fuck I'm doing. Reloady, reloady. Okay, aimed and nice. Careful. Gotta be real careful. Do not hit anything. Oh jeez. Oh, this is so precarious. And we have attached. Look at this. This is our kind of crazy station in orbit. What the fuck? Look at this crazy ass thing. This is really funny. There's no one on board though. I guess that's what we need. We need a way to dock with this. Because now the rocket can dock over here. That is fine. Actually, let's load her up. That's one more thing we can do. I'll make a normal save. Save. This is stream 25. Oops. Stream 25, save 1. Have we actually completed the thingy? I guess we already have, yes. Perfect. Can we just do it from... We could probably do it from here. Minmus base, where is it? Minmus base, switch to. Can we just do it from right away? I think it should be possible. Would be nice to see the thing in action in... Oh, it's daytime here. Okay, perfect. Control from here. Undock. So many options these days. There we go. I don't think that did anything. Okay. We want to meet up with this thing, set as target. So we gotta go to the east. This thing is really heavy. There's a lot of fuel in here. So I guess we gotta refuel the station. It is still a 40 by 40 kilometer orbit. That is perfect. Okay. Landing this thing is a huge pain, so I will not do that. I will just transfer fuel today. That's the last thing for today. Okay, will we meet up? Okay, I guess that over there will be fine. There we will meet up. Perfect. Okay, target. Oh, that's the next one. Okay, sure. I should probably aim in the right direction already. And I guess that gives us finally a place to put our pilot. Because now we have a place to put her into the new station. Oh, that's gonna be great. Okay. Now let's find where the target is and aim there. Where could that fucker be? Just gotta roll around. Oh, there it is. On the right. Aim at it, fly there, and start loading that fuel tank. Okay, that's a bit overkill maybe, but you know, whatever. I'd rather have overkill than underkill. That doesn't even make sense. Rossman, you're going... Well, you're not going home, but you're going to a space station. That should be a bit nicer to be in. Oh, I already see our actual target. Here, open the airlock. Guess we gotta go a little bit closer. Set as target. That's the one we actually want to go to. Come on, this is tricky. Control from here. Just gotta refuel the shit. Just careful, this is difficult. Oh, come on. I'm trying real hard. Come on, man. Don't be such a bitch. Just dock already. How can this be so difficult? This is so fucking annoying. They are so close the whole time. I also just don't know what the fuck is happening half the time, because it's... These controls are so fucking obtuse. Stop already! Come on! Why? It's just getting worse and worse! Fuck off. I don't understand what the fuck is going on. Fuck it. I'm reloading. I don't care what it was. I am reloading. This is bullshit. This is pure fucking bullshit. Spending 20 minutes trying to dock the damn thing. Okay, how hard could it be, right? I'll save here. This is an easy part to get back to. Control from here. Maybe that's the problem. Now control from here. Okay. How is it going this well immediately this time? That doesn't even make sense. It's still wriggling about. It's trying. It's not sure yet, but they're trying to mate. Look at this beautiful dance of the spacecraft trying to mate. They're smooching, but sooner or later they'll dock. This is so tedious. Takes fucking forever. You just gotta let it play out. That's all you can do, really. They are smooching. Rossman is admiring the space smooching. And eventually, both the craft will, at least that's the idea. Eventually they'll be able to actually dock properly. After a bunch of smooching. Like, what the fuck is taking so long? Maybe I will turn on support to keep it straight a bit. This is the longest docking I've ever seen. I mean, it's clear they're interested in each other. Okay, finally, we have docked. Jesus. Okay, well, time to put the fuel in there, I guess. I'll try and fueling this thing in the coming days, the entire thing. It will take several trips, but that's fine. Oh right, Rossman, you can go transfer crew, transfer to the cupola, of course. You get the nice view. Okay, that thing is empty now. What about this one? Okay, you go in. I need the RCS. This can go in as well. Okay, you are empty. You are empty. I need the RCS. Well, I need one of the RCSs. I guess we can fill some of it. This thing is that is not fuel, and these ones I need to get back home, so we will not be emptying those out. Alright, that looks like a pretty good point to save. Save game, stream 25, save 2. And that's gonna be it for me today. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll be back on probably Thursday. We're gonna rate Derps 2, who is still playing actually Gale of Darkness. Bye bye.